welcome back. Now our second guest this morning is perhaps the newest addition to the roster of Pakistani fashion designers, and he has been hailed not just by the Pakistani fashion fraternity but also by renowned British fashion journalist Hilary Alexander, who was in Lahore for the Fashion Week last month and was also on our show. Mohsin Ali has quickly made a name for his creativity and quirky sense of style, and his most recent collection, Fables and Dreams, revolving around the urban gypsies and the city life, struck a chord with many amongst us. Please welcome the talented Mr. Ali. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Very well, how are you?
I'm good. Mohsin, I have to ask you this question. I'm sure you've been asked this before. Where are you from? You have very exotic looks.
I am from Quetta.
You're from Quetta, Balochistan. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Very nice. So are you one of the very few designers from Quetta?
Yes, actually.
The only
I'm one
one?
of the lucky ones, yeah.
The lucky ones. and you have really, rocked right off the bat.
Well, yeah, I'm thankful to God for that.
You started off last year. I know that you graduated last year. And why fashion? What was your inspiration in Quetta?
Actually, I always wanted to do something with hand. And somehow the other books bored me. And I would always fall asleep when I took a book in my hand.
When you were studying?
Yes, and I always wanted to do something with hand, something practical.
Okay.
And I thought I should go and join technical school. But then it was situated in an area where I couldn't go and, regularly go and study there.
That was over there in Quetta?
Over there in Quetta. So then I was watching Geo, this program they used to run called Career Online, and I saw a few designers talking about fashion design, and they were talking about the career as a fashion designer. And I thought, is there anything like that exists in the world? Like, that's what I want to do. And that's what I heard about fashion design, and that's how I actually, wanted to do it. So
that would be around 4 or 5 years back?
Around 4 or 5 years back, yeah.
Wow, so these things do work, whatever we do talk about on TV, sometimes it clicks. Lovely.
Yes, it does.
So, what kind of a background do you come from? I mean, are you guys very fashionable people in Quetta? What do you do?
No, my family is very religious.
Okay.
I must say, my family is very
Conservative
conservative,
is the word.
very conservative, and it was not very easy to convince my parents that I'm going to go do fashion design. When I, for the first time, told them that I'm going to do fashion design, they're like, what the hell is that?
Of course, explain it to us.
Yeah, and then I explained, and they were like, well, it's your choice. But then later on, when they saw my results in school, they were really happy that, he's doing good, so, let him do what he wants to do.
So obviously then you moved to Lahore.
Yes, I did.
And you joined the fashion school over here.
Yeah.
And how do you get into the fashion school? Obviously you have to have
well, we have newspapers at home. I read that they had given this ad saying that they're taking admission in Quetta at the Expo Center. Okay. And then I went there and filled the forms, and though I was very late, the test was going to start around 8 o'clock in the morning, and I reached there around 2.
Okay.
Yes.
You're a lucky man.
Yes, I am. And my teacher was like, this is for the first time in the history that I'm going to let anyone enter the entry test. And I appeared without any preparation or anything. And then I was selected, and then I came to Lahore. And that was the first time I was coming to Lahore, actually.
Oh God, a lot of firsts. You've come a long way, Mohsin, then I must say, because we had Hilary Alexander here, and she took just a few names, not all, even the established designers. One was yours, and obviously we are showing your collection as well here. Very interesting, very interesting. So did you always have a flair for colors and?
Well, this collection was actually inspired by the fabrics that I used to see in Quetta. Okay. There is this bazaar where you can find a lot of colorful and bright, shiny fabrics for razais and for cushions,
of course,
which are locally used in local homes. And then I always wanted to I was thinking that why not people like us, we don't use them in our clothes, in our garments. And I always loved those colors. I love those very loud and vibrant colors. And
true, I like them too if used in patches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then when I came here, this collection was again, I had few fabrics which I brought from Quetta. So I wanted to use them in this collection, and so I did.
Perfect. Yeah. And Okay, I'm going to ask this question to you, and I know that the way you have told me, you'll be very honest, because in Lahore and in Karachi or even in Islamabad, Faisalabad, these people are known for fashion. So when they come to a school like, you know, here in Lahore or anywhere else, there's a lot of competition, and but everybody feels that since we are from Lahore or Karachi, we'll do better. How was it for you? I mean, coming from Balochistan, knowing that you probably are the only one there, did it give you an edge already?
Yes, because you see, as I look different, people thought that I'm Chinese and I'm not Pakistani. And secondly, I dressed up in a way that they wouldn't have any idea. Even if I told people that I'm from Quetta, they wouldn't believe. They were like, "You're lying. You're not from here. You don't look from here." I mean, the way you dress up and everything. So when I was young, I used to actually dress up very, well,
conservatively again?
No, not at all.
Oh,
like when I came to Lahore, like it was all funk everywhere.
Oh, lovely!
Yes,
I like
so,
that.
A lot of people did compliment. A lot of teachers told me in school that you're actually one of the trendsetters in here. It took me like, I don't know, 2-3 months to actually, you know, absorb the whole thing and then
Of course.
get used to it. And
I
then
mean, coming from Quetta and coming to Lahore.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, when I came to Lahore, I thought that I actually belonged here. I didn't feel new. Because
You felt right in place.
Yes, I was like, this is the place I belong. This is where I want to live. This is where I want to do.
So you're at home over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your inspirations. Now, your last collection, I think a month or so back, was Fables and Dreams. Whenever some designer comes to us and they have a name for their collection, I want to know what inspired you to even name it, Dreams and Fables.
It was actually inspired by this story that I heard when I was a child, the Princess and the Pea. That princess couldn't sleep because of the pea underneath her
mattresses and all that.
Yeah, and I actually wanted to translate it in my version. I wanted to, you know, change mattresses into razais.
Okay.
And I was like, you know, the princess and the razais, or you know, so that's where it all actually came. And Fables and Dreams was actually, it all. You know, I had a dream when I was in Quetta that I wanted to use those fabrics that was in front of me.
Yeah.
But coming over here and getting an education from, you know, PIFD, the best fashion school in Pakistan so far, you know,
it taught you how to actually
translate those things into something really interesting.
Right.
So my dream that I always had, and the education that I got, this collection was actually, you know, the combination of both.
So Mohsin, how do you, okay, so that is your passion, your dream, this is what you want to do now. You understand that, you know, that it started from those fabric of a razai. I understand that, I'm looking at it, very nice. How did you get the confidence that this is going to be accepted where there are designers who have been established for forever?
You have to be true to yourself. That is the first rule. And the second rule is to actually be true to yourself again. You know, and when you're true to yourself, when you're actually speaking your language, which is coming, you know, right from the heart, people will love it. People will like it anyways.
So you know that if I like it, if I'm true to it, everybody else will too. And everybody else did.
Did so far.
Good lesson, like you learned like right in the beginning that I have to be true to myself. Again, looking at your collection, I seriously doubt if anybody in Quetta wears that. So this
nobody would actually wear.
Quite risque, very, very nice. In fact, even in Lahore, Karachi, you know, you will probably see these behind closed doors. So how does that feel? I mean, does your family get absolutely shocked by what you make?
You know, my family won't even know what I do here. So that is the edge that I can do whatever I want to do, actually. You know.
Okay.
And one of the words that my father told me that I did my best in my field, you go do the best in your field. So now they don't have any, you know, I mean, any problems, whatever I do, because they know that whatever I'm doing, I really want to do it. So they don't want to, you know, be hurdle or an obstacle in between.
I am so inspired by you already, and obviously, again, you know what your father said, yes, whatever you do, don't, you know, do it with mediocrity.
That's true.
Go all out, then do it the way it has to be done.
Because you see, I mean, you know, the things that I had, I've lived in Quetta all my life. and have been traveling throughout in Pakistan, but was never exposed to like the culture, the Punjabi culture, or the cultures in the big cities. So I had things from Quetta which were like inside me, which were like engraved. And then when I came to fashion school, the education that I got was haute couture, the technicalities of how to stitch and how to drape and how to cut patterns, and
totally different from
totally
what you
different
have been
from
doing.
what I grew up with, and this is actually now the why I mean I can't even think of doing lehengas and ghararas, and because I am not really exposed to those things. I was never taught those things. You see, because
But you do realize that, or maybe not, I don't know, after a while designers do tend to shift to lehengas
That
and
is
ghararas
true.
because that is where the money is.
that's where the money is. That's true actually, but for now I'm really happy for whatever I'm doing, and I mean I'm really thankful to people and to the fans that they're really admiring it, and they're buying. That's the whole thing.
Absolutely.
So I'm really happy with whatever.
I am loving the fact that you will not compromise on what you like to do, and doing away with a lot of designers, established names sit here and say that we have to do lehengas and ghararas. After all, that is where the money is. I'm very happy for you, Mohsin.
Thank
Very
you.
glad. Now, do you get a lot of questions about Balochistan, and because big city people, never having been to other probably areas in Pakistan, they probably would have been abroad, outside Pakistan, but maybe not to a lot of people, not a lot of places in Pakistan. And you having, grown up there, do you ever have to answer some questions, clear some misconceptions?
Well, I've never been asked any political questions about the province or about the city, but yes, they've been, people who have been there, they do admit that it's a beautiful city. And especially people from the army sector, they must have visited Quetta.
They're all posted there at some time.
Posted there sometime or the other. So they all admire it because it's a beautiful city. So yeah.
And any more hidden treasure talent like yourself over there?
Yes, there's this other student who's going to graduate this year. He's going to come. Mashallah, he's very good as well. Yeah.
But even in, you see, now you happen to read that ad in the newspaper, and you happen to be there. You were late, but you were lucky as well. So all good things were happening with you. Now I wonder, we tend to focus, I myself as well, focus on Lahore and Islamabad and Karachi, and probably not pay much heed to a lot of talent that must be there in Quetta as well, not just in fashion. There are so many other avenues as well. You think that the rest of Pakistan should probably put in their resources and
Perhaps
explore?
This is one of my targets that I want to achieve in life. To actually, I'm sure and I know there are a lot of friends of mine who are in Quetta. They can't get out of the Quetta because they don't have the resources. And huge amount of talent, tremendous amount of hard-working students and guys there, and girls who would want to come out and would want to, I'm sure they can do even better. But it's just that they don't have the resources and don't have the ways to come out. I was one of those lucky ones who actually, my father supported, and he was like, I had his 100% support, and I could come and sponsor myself and study. But there are a lot of people who can't just about thinking of even traveling, even coming to Lahore or Karachi or to these big cities. But I can bet that there is a lot of talent hidden there, and if given any chance, they can actually prove it.
Well, I must say that you are a very good representation of Quetta and that talent as well, because I absolutely love your stuff. Very quickly now, where do you hope to go from here? Maybe London, New York, Paris?
Well, I did get offers, but I would love to, let's first conquer Pakistan and then think about the rest. Because this is where we are all needed. The young, if you all leave Pakistan, what is going to happen to Pakistan? I really want to stay here. I really want to work here. I really want to serve, and whatever I've got, whatever I've been blessed with, I want to return somehow or the other to my people.
Yeah, but you got out of Quetta, came to Lahore, you get out of Lahore, go to Paris. You know that where your work is going to be so polished.
Yes, that's true. I would go, but I would want to come back. I would want to come back.
Lovely. Okay, 10 out of 10. You have answered all the questions rightly.
Thank you.
I love it. You're doing very well. Thank you very much, Mohsin, for
Thank you
coming
very
here.
much.
Best of luck. And again, I love the colors. I hope you like the color that I'm
I
wearing.
love that too.
Lovely. Thank you very much. That completes it all. We're going to take a very short break.